All right, let's get into it. Today we're tackling a topic that, let's be honest, a lot of us are curious about: gut health. Life gets so busy, and sometimes our digestive systems really feel that strain. And that's probably why there's this huge buzz around gut health supplements. So today, we're going to break down what they are and how they fit into the bigger picture of feeling good.
Okay, be honest. Does any of this sound familiar to you? You know, that afternoon energy crash, a little bloating after you eat, or maybe just this general feeling that things are a bit off. Look, these feelings are super common, and they're often the first little nudge that gets people thinking about how to support their gut.
So let's start by figuring out how to listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us. And it's really helpful to think of these things not as problems, but more like signals, right? It's your body's way of saying, hey, I might need a little extra support over here. Okay, so take a look at this list. What's really fascinating here is how all of this is connected. We tend to think of digestion as just, a stomach thing. But as you can see, the ripple effects can show up everywhere, from your energy levels to, believe it or not, your skin. So if you're sitting there nodding your head to any of these, trust me, you are not alone. But what's really behind all these signals? Well, to get to the bottom of it, we need to kind of shift our thinking. Our digestive system isn't just a simple food processor. It's more like a complex, bustling, living ecosystem. And the absolute star of the show in this whole ecosystem, that's the gut microbiome. I mean, we're talking about a massive community of trillions of bacteria just hanging out in your digestive tract. And they're not just there for the ride. They're working hard. They help you digest your food, pull out the nutrients, and even play a huge role in your immune system. So yeah, keeping them happy is a big deal. But here's the thing. That balance is pretty delicate. And a lot of things in our day-to-day lives, think high stress, not enough sleep, maybe a diet that's heavy on processed foods and light on fiber, all of these can really throw that inner ecosystem out of whack. Which, of course, brings us to the main event: supplements. Now, the best way to think about these is not as some magic pill, but more like tools in your gut health toolkit. They're designed to support the good work you're already doing with your lifestyle. Okay, so let's clear up two words you hear thrown around all the time: probiotics and prebiotics. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Probiotics are kind of like planting new good seeds, the beneficial bacteria, in the garden of your gut. Prebiotics, well, they're the fertilizer. They are the food for all the good bacteria that are already there, helping them grow and thrive. You really need both for a healthy garden, right? All right, next up, let's talk about the breakdown crew: digestive enzymes. See, your body makes these guys naturally to break down everything you eat. You've got amylase for carbs, protease for proteins, and lipase for fats. Now, some people find it helpful to take these as a supplement, maybe if their own production needs a little boost, or especially after a really big, rich meal. It just helps give your body's own process a little helping hand. We absolutely cannot have a conversation about gut health without talking about fiber. It is so essential for keeping everything moving along smoothly. And if you find it tough to get enough from your diet alone, something like psyllium husk can be a really useful tool. But, and this is a big but, the key is to start slow and drink plenty of water. You've got to give your system time to get used to it. And beyond those big players, there are a couple of other key nutrients that act as fantastic supporting characters. You've got zinc, which is really important for your immune function and the health of the actual tissues in your digestive system. And then there is L-glutamine, which is an amino acid that helps support the cells that line your gut, basically helping keep that gut wall strong. And this quote right here, it just nails the most important thing to remember about all of this. Supplements are meant to support digestion, not replace a balanced diet. And honestly, that idea is the perfect bridge to what we're talking about next, which is the real foundation for all of this. Because here's the reality. While supplements can be super helpful tools, they just can't do all the heavy lifting by themselves. The real, lasting change for your gut health, that comes from your daily habits, your lifestyle. That's the foundation. So this slide right here, think of it as a simple but seriously powerful roadmap. And look, this isn't about completely changing your life overnight. It's about focusing on the small stuff that adds up: eating lots of different plants, actually chewing your food instead of inhaling it, drinking enough water, finding ways to manage stress, and making sleep a priority. These are the boring but brilliant habits that make the biggest difference over time. And let's just zoom in on that stress point for a second, because this is huge. Being stressed isn't just a feeling in your head. It has a real physical impact. When you're stressed, Your body literally shifts blood flow away from your digestive system to handle whatever it thinks the threat is. It's a survival thing. So managing stress isn't just fluffy wellness advice, it's absolutely crucial for your gut. Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, the big idea here isn't about being perfect. It's all about recognizing that this is a journey, right? It's about making small, smart choices consistently because those are the things that have a massive impact on the road. And if you're still wondering, why does this matter so much? Well, get a load of this number. 70%. That's roughly how much of your immune system is hanging out in and around your gut. Think about that. So when you support your digestive health, you are directly supporting your body's main line of defense. It's all connected. And let's bring this all the way back to where we started this conversation, feeling tired. When your digestion is running smoothly, your body can actually absorb all the good stuff, the vitamins, the minerals from the food you eat. And better absorption, that can directly translate to better, more stable energy all day long. It's a total game changer. So I want to leave you with one simple question. Just forget about trying to do everything all at once. That's overwhelming. Just think about everything we've talked about, from chewing your food a bit more, to maybe adding one more vegetable to your dinner. What is the one small thing you can do today to get started on your own gut health journey?